Guys, we're going to do a fun little wreath with practice strokes and just sharing with you how to make a simple leaves and wreath and all. So I'm going to take it and I'm using a watercolor pencil because I can show you and it's going to show more detailed than a piece of chalk, okay? And so I have little branches and leaves coming out in here. I just want you to see that. Then I'll come back with the fun little berries. All right, so kind of laying out what I want to have happen. Okay, and then so the good thing I want you to see is that it's very easy to do a screenshot right now, and you would see where the shape and size that you want, okay? And this is just an art pad. This art pad is, I'm looking at the size here. It's a 9 by 12, right? Yeah, 9 by 12. And it's smooth, super smooth. And the sheets are, um, I like to tell you the weight of it because that makes a difference for you. It's 184 pounds, so it doesn't wrinkle up. The last one I did for you is like a watercolor paper, so it wrinkles up and you have to press the back if you make too thin of a watercolor. But so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, I wouldn't want a 16, I just got the 16. I want more like a 12. 12 flat and 10 flat, so you can use different sizes. Here, this is a 10, so I'm going to do some of them with a 10. All right, so the colors that we need is we have floating medium. These are multi-surface colors, okay, multi-surface. All right, so they have this on the cap, which means all kinds of different surfaces. We're using one-stroke brushes. They're right on my website, onestroke.com. I have apple red, wicker white, burnt umber. Apple red, wicker white, burnt umber. It's a little teeny bit of licorice. I got too much. The floating medium is the fluff that's inside the paint with no pigment, okay? Floating medium. And that's what we're going to be using instead of water because water makes it muddy and you don't get the really nice shading. I just realized I do want to get like a 6 flat also. I had 2 flats, but I think I need a 6 flat for some of the little teeny leaves that we want to do. And I'm going to use a 2 script liner. So what's going to happen with this 2 script liner is we can pick up some red with some brown. This says apple red, burnt umber, and it's a little inky. But some of these branches, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Some of these branches have a little bit of red in them. And not, these are not the ones with the berries, but these are the ones that have some little bright leaves on them. All right. And the berries have these too. So just letting you see. So, all right. So we're going to come right here. The good thing about the watercolor pencil is when you paint right over it, sometimes it goes away and sometimes it doesn't, but it doesn't hurt your painting. Okay. And a little bit in here. All right, so I'm just putting that there. The light on this gets because it's black, it gives you, and I'm putting a white plate, it gives you a big glow. See if I just put that, it takes away that glare. So I'm gonna put it here for a few minutes. This is a 6 flat, and so I'm gonna pick up some citrus with just a touch of green, but mostly citrus. And I'm going to come in here and do little teeny leaves. Okay. Little small leaves. I want to go back over that. All right. Now, these are just underneath. You want your brush to stand straight up pressure, lift, pressure, lift. Okay, look, if I'm in the right position, look how nice these do. I'm going to have a nice point on here. So sometimes if my brush isn't good enough, I want to come back here and see. To a point, to a point. All right, so see, these aren't too nice here. So what I do right there, you can see that this brush I need a new brush. There's a better brush, I think. Now the little smaller brushes, because there's less bristles, what happens with them is that they lose their shape a lot faster than the bigger brushes because they have, see, that's a better brush. They have less bristles to help them stay together. So they get abused in a different way. All right, so look, I'm gonna come here. I think I'm gonna move it over a little bit. I think you can't see it because my hand's on top of it. Let's take it and see if I can go right up there. Okay. And a little bit in here. Just little fillers. You just want to get a nice point. Okay. I'll just balance it out a little bit. Now, and it looks frosty gray, but like I said, when I put the plate up, it doesn't do that. So, all right, so now let's go to our 10. Now I'm going to work in between. If you're in your double loader, it helps you a lot do this, where you're working it in, and every once in a while I'm going to pick up some white to do it lighter, dip into the medium, and then we're ready to go. So from that point on, you're just going to come pick up a little bit of dark green. Okay, so I'm going to put this, that's not going to work. All right, so I'm going to come up here and I'm going to steady myself. I'm going to go slide and then slide back down. Okay, just turn your piece and slide it back down. There we go. And look what I did. Put my thumb in it. All right. So I'm going to keep picking up paint. All right. I'm going to come across here. Okay. Pick up a little bit of dark green. And then put pressure and stand back up. Pick up more dark green. Then I can grab more sap. Come back. And then I'm doing all sap in here. There we go. All right. And we can come across here with a little bit of sap. So usually I do sap in the back. And you want to put a little bit of citrus in it so it shows on the black. There we go. All right, these are just little one-stroke leaves, slider leaves. See that? And then I can come do some bigger leaves. Go right here. Here's some darker green. All right. Up, and then we come back down. See how nice that makes it. So I just want you to practice these leaves. Um, there's lots of places here on practice strokes that you can just go over leaves with me, but I want you to pressure left to the chisel, pressure, come back. All right. And you're going to keep picking up paint like this. Pressure, pressure, lift, chisel, pressure, chisel. All right. So I would come back. Okay. Okay. So I can come over and get a little bit of white when I'm in here and do another big stroke here. There we go. A big long leaf here. And a big long leaf there. See all the different colors of green make it look like you're a true artist and you're doing all these wonderful shades and types of leaves in here. And all we're doing is doing different colors, layering different ones from the light green to the dark green. All right, so you can start here and lay and come back if you're trying to place it somewhere. All right. And then do the other side. So if you don't feel comfortable, watch this. If you don't feel comfortable going this way, reverse and coming back, then you just do like I did there, 2 strokes. So it's 1, go back to the beginning and do a second. And then you flatten your brush and you take a stem into it. Oops. I'm going to redo that. This is the beauty of one stroke painting. If I do it, I'm not happy. Then I'm going to come right back in there and get a point. And then I'm going to pull a stem in the middle. Okay. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to take the script liner again. And now I'm going to bring some burn umber into the red. And we're going to do little branches for the berries. All right. So, all right. Now I don't know. Let's put a little bit of licorice. Oh, licorice isn't going to show too good because the back's licorice. That was dumb. Okay. But I just want to put some red in that together. All right. Red and a touch of licorice. Now here, we're going to have a lot of big berries. You can come back later and add more stems if we don't have enough. Okay, apple red. Okay. All right, so red, red. Got a few there and a few out here. All right. Now I'm going to use a small dauber. There's 5, some bigger ones, some smaller inside the package that we sell. Okay. So this is a smaller one. So I'm going to dab red and I want to go ahead and put some little teeny bit of licorice for depth. And I'm going to twist it. Okay, so red, touch of licorice. Now watch what happens. I'm going to come right in here and I'm going to touch, twist, 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 twist. Okay. All right, a little bit more. Now I do a few with the smaller handle brush, the little ones. All right, so we got those berries up there, a touch of licorice. All right, so I touch, twist, 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 twist. A little bit of licorice. Because the licorice gives it a little bit of the depth. All right, we're gonna have some up here. All right, so one thing I'm gonna do is kind of clean off this brush, and I'm going a sponge. I'm gonna put a teeny bit of white, okay? And then I can just, let's see what happens if I just touch. And I want it on the same side of this each time. So I don't want it pink. I'm just kind of touching it, not rubbing it in. All right, so that makes it happen faster than going and put a highlight on every berry. You see, it fades away, and I get a little bit more. You don't have to do on every single one. All right, so I'm stopping on those. All right, so I put that in the water, and then I'm just gonna put some red little berries with the handle of the brush. All right, so we have some little ones in here. These are little berries that are popping up. And I'm not worried about highlights in them. Just put a few in here. Okay, that kind of nice. And then you just sign it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you picked up a couple pointers that make painting easier for you with one stroke. Practice strokes is to just share with you how easy it is just to do a little wreath. And then that's the same leaves you're going to practice and get it down pat, and you're ready to go. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.